Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Astrologer Eric Rosen for Viking Rising Astrology for Monday, January 8th, 2024. Thanks so much for being here. Well, the essence of Viking Rising, I call it that because we're going into the unknown. This is the unprecedented. This is the uncharted. We've never been here before in terms of human consciousness, and the astrology reflects a lot of that. But, we can only take it one day at a time. And when we look at today, what I do like about today is we've got that moon in Sagittarius. This can be a very social energy. This can be a very expansive energy that we're wanting to feel emotionally, kind of getting the comfort in those areas. But we've only got really today and maybe part of tomorrow before it becomes a dark moon, before the new moon in Capricorn. So this is that time to, really get things done. I would call this day kind of a attack the process type of day, like let's use that Mars energy in Capricorn, that sun, let's use that moon to really expand and actually go attack the process, as in like, what the process is. Like, let's keep it simple. Let's just go out and do the things, like simple prioritization, to-do list task, just going out and do the things that actually matter, for our longer term destiny. I think where things can get too sensitive or, things blow up in our face as if we start doing little things that don't really matter for, our long term. And it's more just like an ego thing that we're trying to like cover up and feel better. And it kind of be tough, determining like what is that, because Mercury and Neptune are really just battling it out in terms of our mind and our subconscious, our patterns, being careful not to have like grandiose, delusions. And we've gotten to look at this several times. So the good news is that we know what to do. I think the trap is like slipping back into these things and really just holding ourselves accountable. I think the easiest thing to do is really look at time management, like where are we actually strategizing, putting things in, for God's sakes, like get out of like the pattern of the comfort zones and not go into those areas again, and, become like productive procrastination. This is definitely about doing the things that we've felt more of a calling to do, that actually rises our spiritual energy, up to like actually feels like it's giving energy back to us. If it's feeling depleting, it's probably not the thing to do. That's what Pluto and Capricorn is reminding us. There's responsibilities, but there is a Plutonian life force energy behind it to actually like go out and accomplish those things. And, this can seem like a manifest destiny type of day. And how is that different from the American dream? And I think really the biggest fundamental difference that I see is like that it's faith backed energy, and an energy that isn't just blind ambition of just doing things like hustle culture, make a bunch of money energy. It's more about building not so much the American dream, but the dream of your own destiny, and like actually seeing that it actually can grow and it can work and you can connect with people and be of service. As most people will tell you that have walked a spiritual path, that destiny tracks seem to just naturally align with being of service, helping others. This idea that we're all here to have some type of experience, learn, grow with one another, and help each other out of the trenches. And I think that's probably, where I think we can go a little bit deeper with our process today, is like remembering that whatever it is that you're going through, that it's like maybe put it to good use, to helping someone else out. I think, the way Pluto's revealing things too, it's like not shying away from the areas that feel uncomfortable just because they feel hard or difficult. And that even sometimes the comfort zone and the patterns can even be, banging a drum that's not even making a sound anymore in our lives, and going, well, this isn't working. This isn't doing it. It's not even doing what it's designed to do. And it's like, well, why keep hitting the drum then? It's like, go play some different drums, go do the things that actually feel like a spiritual calling, and don't feel, the controlling nature that this astrology could bring, to be like, no, this is the way I want my destiny to go, or my transformation to go, because it feels good to me. And I think we have to more so go with like our gut intuitively still, of like what's making sense, and drop into that. And even if it doesn't always, make perfect sense, it's trusting that, we're kind of going through a weird, I guess you could call it Capricorn wasteland, the way the sun is covering this territory in Mars of so much has happened these past 3 years and Pluto's still here, that it's almost like things have just become so hollowed out in terms of the actual fulfillment of the achievement, that maybe we don't even know what the approach is, or even like what the perfect structure looks like to take into our reality to meet our longer term goals. And I think that's what Pluto's been teaching us, is like, go back to the source, go back to your life force energy, go back to that threshold between life and death and find out what's showing up literally in that death, that transformation that happens in a moment when we die to this whole concept of time, past, present, future, and we just go, what is alive in me right now? And that's the thing to do, and that can be scary, and the mind naturally wants to maybe go into that Sagittarius Neptune energy and find something different, find some other way of even like spiritually bypassing and going, well, what's the feel good, more positive way to do things? And it's almost like the Capricorn energy is what's ruling the roost right now. And that even with Saturn in Pisces, it's kind of like, well, the integrity of things and getting things done, yes, it's going to be spiritual, but it's not going to be the type of feel good spiritual energy that sometimes maybe led you to spirituality to begin with. But it's a type of spirituality that's actually going to count, that's actually going to put points on the scoreboard for actually realizing your hopes, your dreams, and your ambitions. And so I think it's an important day to just, continue to pay attention and make sure that we're focused in the right areas. And if we start looking at too many things around us, we can almost like drive ourselves crazy. And then the hope becomes about, well, when I finally ground or settle down and I go to get stuff done, it's like, do the Capricorn energy and just like, it's like, you start your day and you go and you prioritize the task and you just get them done. And it's like I've been telling some of my clients, it's like, just get stuff done. Don't give yourself time to overthink. Don't give yourself time to feel crazy. Don't give yourself time to try to regurgitate what the bigger picture is and the hope of how things are going. And it's almost like the fear paralysis comes from trying to understand too many things instead of just going, you know what, we all have enough steps in front of us. There's been enough revealed to at least go in that direction. There's going to be lessons, right? So just be responsible for the steps and the lessons as they show up, and stay very humble with it. This is also, humble astrology as we're going through it to, let those lessons help shape us as we're reaching our goals. So speaking of reaching your goals, if you want to get help with that in 2024, I have 2 different offerings for you. I have my 2-hour deep dive astrology reading where we can go through the entire year of 2024. That link will be down below, as well as just my good old-fashioned regular 1-hour astrology reading where we can take a look at whatever area it is that interests you in life, and multiple areas for that matter. Really enjoyed also giving a astrology workshop today where I actually taught people how to use the astrology of 2024 in their natal chart on how to manifest in divine timing. And so that's something too that can always be derived in an individual reading too, if you're ever want to get that, since maybe not everyone on here is local to the St. Louis area where I'm currently doing my workshops. And there's just so many different ways that we can look at these things. I think whatever problem or challenge that you're facing or things that you're wanting to figure out in your life, astrology has a way to deduce the way through that all. And I am the guy to get you there. So I love you all. Hope to connect with you all soon. If not, I'll see you on the next horoscope. Take care.